This session is called Hibernation Station, and it's my favourite practice for winter. It's a meditation that's really good for deep rest and recuperation. It's deeply restorative and good for the symbolism the winter months bring, whether that's shedding something we no longer need, allowing ourselves to relax, rest and digest, or the theme of starting again. So for this one, sit or lie down, get yourself into your comfortable position for you today that will really help you relax, just really help you kind of get into rest and digest and recuperation mode. So when you're there, you can soften the gaze and then just close your eyes whenever you feel ready to throughout the practice. And then just start to notice how the body feels today. And start to just notice the breath. Notice if it starts to change as you draw your attention to it. And can you notice it without it changing? And just accept what's here. And can you start noticing the pauses in between the breath? The peace is often in those moments, in the pauses between breaths, in the pauses between thoughts. And start to notice something about the breath. It might be the way it sounds. It might be where you feel it most strongly in your body. And as you notice the breath, does the body start to relax? Good. Now see if you can consciously just allow the strongest place to feel your breath just be around the belly button. And to help that, let's see if we can allow our next breath to be the deepest one that we've taken all day and draw that all the way to the belly button. Allow the rest of the lungs to fill and then sigh that out through the mouth. And then just take a few more of those, just as your body wants to. Notice if you feel like you want to take another big, deep, juicy breath in and sigh that out. Or perhaps one was enough. And allow yourself to be comforted and lulled by the pace and rhythm of breath that your body is now setting for you. Just notice if it is being drawn more naturally into the belly. And as you notice this, on your next out breath, see if you can just gently draw the navel back to the spine on the out breath. And then just allow the next breath to happen automatically. Breathing in, the belly is round and full as a balloon. And as you breathe out, you just allow the belly button to soften back towards the navel. It's nothing forced, but you're putting a slight bit of effort in just to encourage the last bit of breath out of the lungs. And then just notice if that allows you to deepen and lengthen the exhale so it is longer than the inhale. Just in your own way. Controlling that exhale just so that it is slightly longer than the inhale. And just establish your own pace and rhythm here if that longer exhale feels right for you. A slightly longer exhale is very encouraging for the body to let it know it's safe and it's time to rest and digest. And then just drop that and notice the effects of doing that practice for just a few moments. Good. Notice if you just feel a bit more present here in the body now. And with the same attention and focus you were just bringing to the breath, I invite you now to bring your attention to your feet. And then focus in on the left foot. And imagine that there is a soft light glowing around the left toes, and this could perhaps be a little star or a sun or a moon, whatever works for you. And then allow this light to be absorbed into the big toe, the middle toe, the third, fourth and little toe. And then draw that up with your awareness to the left ankle, the calf and shin, the knee, the thigh and the hip. And notice the difference between the left and right legs just from doing that simple practice. Just notice that. And now let that little light hover now at your right foot, at the big toe, the middle toe, the third, fourth and little toe. Then draw it up with your awareness to the right ankle, calf and shin, knee, thigh and hip. And then see it rest now at the belly button. Bobbing up and down on the belly as you breathe. And then see it scoot down and round to the back of the pelvis. Up the left side waist. Then scoot back down to the right hip. and travel up the right side waist. And then see it at the left shoulder. Travel down the left arm to the elbow, the forearm, the wrist, and the open palm. And just see it held there in the left open palm. And again, notice the difference between the left arm and the right arm. And now see that little light, that star, that moon, that sun. Hover at the right shoulder and travel down the right arm to the elbow, to the forearm, the wrist, and the open right palm. And see it just rest in that palm. And now let that little light rest at that hollow where the collarbones meet, the front of the body. And then bring that to the forehead now. And as you breathe in, that gets closer to the skin of the forehead. And as you breathe out, it floats away. Breathe in and the light gets closer. As you breathe out, it floats away and that little light just bounces back and forth with every in and out breath. And then on your next in breath, that little light is just drawn into the forehead, between the eyebrows, and it rests deep in the center of your head. And you see it just floating there, effortlessly, in your quietened mind. And just rest there for a few moments in this neutral spot. And now pass through the sense of that circle of light resting here and allow that to change to a vision of a full moon resting in a clear, still, starry sky above you. And you are lying on a safe, comfortable spot looking up at it. The moonlight shines down on you here. And around you there is a scene that comforts and protects you. Perhaps it's a snowy mountaintop, or a wooded glen, or boulders, or a beach. And as you connect with this moonlight shining down on you, you also stay connected to the sense of this sphere of light deep within the center of the brain. The moon in the sky reflecting down to the moon within the center of your head, and the moon, the sphere of light in your head reflecting back up at the moon in the night sky as well. And allow that light that's within your head now to safely and comfortably take you deeper now into a sense of being below ground level, if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Just sinking softly and easily into the earth below, and the earth just folding you in, holding you in safety and surrender. And you just let go. And you find yourself in an underground cave or place that's really safe for you. And you spend some time just noticing what's there. And you take a comfortable position to rest here. Still with that sense of a full sphere of light in that deep central spot in your head. And just rest here for a few moments. And take in any sensory cues from this place. Any sights, any smells, any sounds. And when your thoughts wander, as they will, just bring them back to this bright light within the center of the brain and your underground scene around you. And now, you're going to focus back on that light within the brain, and I invite you to call all your efforts and energy spent and misspent over the past year back to you, back to this bright light shining within the center of the brain. So calling back any projects, plans, worries, or regrets. All those don't matter here. And whether the project or plan or person was perceived as good or not so good, all that energy can just be safe with you now, can come back to you. It's done its job, so allow it all to come back. Ask for it all back, all the thoughts, feelings, intentions and worries you've given away, lost, or had taken from you. Call back all the times you've tried to control or worry about what others are thinking, feeling, doing, needing, and trust them as capable to feel their feelings and look after their own needs. And just spend a few moments now seeing that bright moon inside you get brighter and fuller as all that just returns to you. I call back all the thoughts, feelings, intentions and worries I've given away, lost, or had taken from me over the past year. I allow others to look after their own needs. I trust others as capable to feel their feelings and own their needs. And as that replenishes you, just rest here, in this space. Good. And just come back to that sense of that vibrant light within your mind's eye now. And just notice its quality and colour, its density, its size now. And like a magnet, this is now drawn upwards towards the actual moon in the sky. So bringing you back now to the safe comfort of earth level, ground level, the scene that you first imagined. And then that light drifts upwards to the moon, and the two lights merge. And now imagine that image that was there to be replaced in your mind's eye in your own way with the following things. Taking in a deep breath. Your face in a mirror. Your body lying in the safe comfort of the place you chose to practice today. And let's take 3 big, juicy breaths together in your own pace and rhythm now, taking a deep breath in and out, uniting us in this session that we practice together today. And that is the end of today's practice. I hope you enjoyed it.